Scotty and Bret in the new Hot 93.3. Things have been really emotional on the show lately, and so I promise you next week we're going to get back into 4th of July week and have some fun on the show. But this week, Scotty announced that he was leaving the show in a very emotional letter, and I think it was really tough for you to make that announcement that you were leaving the show, Scotty. And it's going to go spend more time with his son, be there for his son. He's a long-distance dad, and it was getting harder and harder, and he's choosing family. And I think that was an honorable choice that you made, Scotty. So
Thanks,
you announced that this week on the show. And I told Scotty that there's one story I haven't told him yet about his announcement. And like we were telling everyone before, Scotty and I tell each other everything. But there was one story that I'd only wanted to tell once, and I felt like there was an appropriate time to tell it. And it would be live on the radio, and I would do it after you made your announcement. And to kind of like, if you do not listen to the show, we've talked about this a lot. My mom is very, very, very sick. And Scotty, you don't know this because it happened yesterday. But yesterday, my mom got moved into a psych ward.
Oh, jeez.
And it was really hard for my family because there's been a lot going on the show recently, a lot going on in my life. And the people that I usually lean on in my life have been struggling. My wife recently switched jobs. And it's been a big career change in the last 6 months. One of my best friends I knew was leaving the show and making a huge life decision. And my family, my dad, who's like the strongest person I know, he's been having a hard time holding on to my mom as she goes through a struggle. And they think that she might have this thing called Lewy body dementia. And if that is the case, there's not a cure, and my mom will fade away into the distance, I guess, for lack of better words.
I'm sorry, man. Jeez.
And so the person I always call, there's two people I always call, like when I'm going through difficult times for the most part, that instantly call me, just like their voice instantly can be calming. That's my wife. I call her, hear her voice, and I can feel her love. And the other person is my mother. I call her every day, and she has like this motherly voice. I just know everything is going to be okay because my mom loves me, and she loves me unconditionally. And for the past 2 months, as all this has been going on, I haven't been able to really connect with her or talk with her. Sorry. The last 2 months I've called her, and I call her every freaking day. And she's just not there. You can tell she struggles. She just keeps repeating the same thing. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And you hear your mother say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It breaks my heart. And recently she was at a rehabilitation center to like paint the picture for you. My dad said, 6 months ago, she was like 180 pounds and she like was now like 105 pounds and sitting in this wheelchair. And she was at this like physical rehabilitation center. They put her in the hallway and she was yelling so much. My dad had to like got there and was like, oh my God, and brought her in a room. So they've bringing her to a psych ward, and it breaks my dad's heart because he's not allowed to see her there. Yeah. He can't go. He can only go 1 hour a day. My dad just literally never leaves her side. And I told her you were leaving the show recently, and again, she just repeats the same thing over and over again. And she goes, well, that's not good. And I go, it's not good that he's going back to be with his son. And she goes, no, that's your guy.
Oh.
And I go, you knew that, Mom? And she was like, yeah, that's your Donna. That's her best friend. And I was like, thought it was really special, man. That like my mom was able to like still remember that and connect.
Dude, I'll tell you what, your family is one of the most special families I've ever seen in my life. And to build something that you guys have as a family is, I think, a goal that everybody has. And I'll be honest, I think this is the first time I've ever seen you cry. And
it's just hard, man. I love her so much. And I call her every freaking day, and I try to talk to her every single day, and I try to tell her about my day. And I don't know if it's a stupid I do. I just go through everything I did in the day.
Listen,
and she can't talk.
She hears you though, man, and she is there. And just even by knowing that about us and being able to say that in that context, that shows that, dude, she is there. She is, the memories are there. The person that she is still there, even if we can't see it or feel it right now.
Thanks, man.
But you should know that between you, your dad, your brother, you guys are men amongst men. And and family's all we have ultimately. And your mom knows that. Your mom is proud of you guys. And the other thing, Bret, is your mom is right. I am your guy, dude. Whether we're doing the show or not, I'm your guy, man.
We're always gonna be friends, man.
I'm
Yeah.
your guy.
Yeah. So she sends her love, man. She didn't really connected with it, so it's cool. It's a special moment.
We love you, Becky.